Fantasy XIV Online, where last time. Oh god. Good news is the cure for the tempered is going well. We have freed a few people, mainly one of the kobold leaders that was tempered. We managed to free, and it looks like there may be a tentative peace with some of the kobolds and those of Limsalim, and say it's a work in progress. We're getting there. And we actually freed one of the dragons, Tiamat, who was tempered to Bahamut. The reason we had to do that, however, is because the Ascians aren't actually gone. There's at the very least one more left, who has pretty much thrown away all attempts of bringing things back to the way they were, and has just gone full scorched earth. Literally. They are attempting to bring back the final days, and they have a creature they have called Lunar Bahamut. So yeah, that's not great. And currently it looks like a whole horde of dragons, as well as the Lunar Bahamut, is about to attack Paglth'an. Whatever the name of this place is. Doesn't help that it's the name of a dungeon, which we are going to start up today. Yeah. Alright, Paglth'an. You know what? Paglth'an works. Long have the sweeping plains of Paglth'an been home to the nomadic Amalja. Though the herding of livestock keeps them constantly on the move, the permanent settlement of Zolmak forms the seat of power and center of their society. It is there the Tethlafori would wreak havoc, dispatching a vast host comprised of both Imperial soldiers and tempered dragons, with Lunar Bahamut at its head. Yet even against these heretofore unimagined foes, the Amalja stands strong, with Estinian, the recently freed Tiamat, and the Eorzean alliance at their side, and eager to turn the tide. Yeah. And while we wait, we'll do Gold Saucer, I guess. I still don't have any kind of Hildebrand questline yet, so we'll just be doing this. Let's do some scratch-offs. Okay, so we want 6. The next best is going to be 24. If 1 is here, we're golden. We get the 10,000. Tempting. Come on, show me 1. Ah, damn. Yeah. Okay, we can't get 6. Not with these. Might be able to get 24. Let's try. No, but 306 is better. Hey, Vanilla. I hope so. It feels like we're about to hit the end of this arc, this expansion. I'm getting excited. Ooh, if we got 2 here. Show me 2. Yes! Woo! Nice! Ah! We have a winner! Please accept my congratulations and your prize of 10,000 MGP. And remember, there's always more to be won on the morrow. Thank you, Mini Broker. You know what? You can do a quick, easy game of Mahjong. Air quotes easy. Get rid of the ones. Double 7. That could be my pair. No, I don't want any 1s or 9s. If I can help it. Get rid of the north wind. That works as well. God, why not? Okay. Doubles for 4. So I just need another 4 or reach. Get rid of 8. Ah, they got 2 more. Ouch. Ooh. Okay. Oh god, I'm dumb. I wasn't paying attention. Wonderful. Oh, I'm a fool. My dragons. Not. Am I gonna go for doubles? Am I gonna go for doubles of everything? I could. Or triples. Some more. Give me that 2 more. Yeah. Heck yeah. them for now. They don't really do anything for me, except being my potential doubles. Nice. Let's break that up. Oh, already Ricci? The frick? You know what? I'm fine with that. Frick that. Maybe I'm not so okay with that. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Paglth'an. Give me that. Give me those dragons. I'll get rid of... 7. Doesn't matter. Here we go. Paglth'an. Paglth'an. Here we go. Let's not be in that. First boss. I'm loop. I'm a loop. Oh, frick that. Ah, I see. I see. Oh no! Get away from me! That works too. Nice. Ooh, treasure coffer. Aiming. Bass.
What took you so long? The Amalja are in trouble. Let's split up.
Sounds good to me. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. Hey, Lucian. How you doing?
Oh, no, you don't.
Oh, we're fine. Okay, okay. Phantom fire! Ah! Oh, yep, let's go over here. Woohoo! Out of the way, out of the way, out of the way! Oh, the missiles! Oh! Wow, okay, yep, that makes sense. Oh, did we get it? Hey, nice! Ow! Still nice! Okay. Ah, why? Yeah, Twitch needs to get good on that. the tour. Stenian, Tiamat, I can't see. Get out of my way. Ah! This looks like Lunar Bahamut has a bad case of cordyceps fungus. Oh, wait, here we go. Are we fighting the Luna? Lunar Bahamut. Teletherium. Oh, Durgan versus Durgan. Oh, shit. Oh no, they just traded blows. Damn it, no! Lunar Bahamut. Alright, they weakened it. I did good. Oh, I did good. I didn't know it does an additional thing. All right, good. Oh. Oh. Okay, we're good. What? Okay. Okay, we're about half. Oh, what am I looking at here? Oh my god, am I maybe here? Oh, no. Okay, I made it in time, it's fine. Oh, I made it! Okay! Holy crap! I didn't think I made that one. Oh! I'm a fool! That's fine, I made it through. I'm only a true fool if I actually get hit. Oh, oh wait, it doesn't matter! We got it! Okay. Whew. You know what? Just got taken down once, and that's because I got knocked into the giant cannons. You know what? I'll take that. Hell yeah. Oh, hi guys. I forgot you're here. There was no treasure. Alright, that's fine. We leave. Ah, the song! Ah, the music in general! Stoic knots all around.
Noble warriors, the dragons chose their friends well.
Amalja Chief?
Long have our peoples waged war, but no more.
Well, that's nice.
Your fallen lie beside our own. By our words and deeds shall we honor their sacrifice.
We'll be proud to call you our allies.
The enemy of our enemy is our friend. And you have proven yourselves worthy of our trust. It is the Guardians who are deserving of our fury. I shall see that my brethren learn the truth of this day, and rally as many as possible to the cause, till we meet again.
Just, let's not summon Ifrit? I feel like we should say that as well. No summoning, please.
And thus did we make allies of the Amalja.
It would certainly seem that way. The Sultana will be pleased. Let's go and give her the good news, shall we?
But there's the tower right there. There's literally the tower right there. Wasn't one of the main things we wanted to check out the towers? It's literally, yeah, it's right there. Let's go to the... Sometime earlier, inside the Paglth'an, the tower. Oh, god damn it. Oh, that... Oh... No... Oh, and it's squishy.
What in Relga's name happened here?
The gods only know. But you can bet these poor sods aren't here by choice.
Quickly! We've got to get them free!
This is some HR Geiger shit going on here.
No! What have I done?
What have you done?
Too late for them! We're leaving, now!
Oh God, run! Oh God, run! Oh God, please run. Oh, it's a false Ifrit.
No! Don't you dare! We came together and we're leaving together!
Oh, Arnvald! When did this turn into a horror game? The days won, thanks in no small part to thy valor, the Telafroi are far from defeated. Yet be that as it may, 'tis only right that we rejoice in Lunar Bahamut's banishment unto the Aether. Just now. It will take more than a single victory to wash away all the bad blood between men and Amalja, but one has to start somewhere. Tiamat did all she promised and more this day, but I doubt she will be satisfied. Nay, she will fight on in defense of her children, wheresoever they may be. To see the Amalja fighting alongside us brought to mind the Zune of the Crystarium. I pray that our peoples can forge bonds as strong as those of our counterparts in the First. That's what I was thinking too. From what I could tell, there didn't seem to be many Imperials in the vicinity of the tower. Hopefully our involved will have used the opportunity to get in and out undetected, goddammit. We'll see! Well, it would be too much to hope that we have seen the last of Fan Daniel. We have dealt his schemes a telling blow this day. That alone is cause to celebrate. Did we, though? Again, I feel like this was a distraction. Or meant to be one. And celebrate I will, when we have received word of Arnvald's safe return. Give me... a crit. Great. You may enter Paglth'an with the party of NPC avatars. Yes, I know, trust and duty. Anything new? No. When the dust settles, I don't like the look on his face. Alphino is minded to share his account of the events that unfolded in Paglth'an with the Sultana. Oh, hi, Estinian. Were you there all along? Could I have talked to you? Standing around here worrying is not going to help matters. Come, we must discuss the day's events with Pippin and her grace. Brave scions! Oh. I'm gonna imagine it was this dude that said that, not Mo. Would that I could treat you to a hero's welcome, but I bear urgent news from the Frontistery. Frontistery. Your Grace, what is the matter? Is Estinian gonna join the Scions? I feel like he wouldn't, though. I feel like he goes his own way. As our troops withdrew from Paglth'an, they came upon the 2 scouts sent to the nearby tower. I have yet to hear a full account, but it seems that one of them, your friend, I believe, had been wounded and was being dragged away by the other. Oh no. I must go. Forgive me, Your Grace. Can you tell us aught of Arenvald's condition, Your Grace? The wounded scout. Not save that it is grave. The Turungians tend to him even as we speak. The infirmary must be inundated with the wounded. If all of us go, we'll only get underfoot. Shent, Estinian, would you mind going after Alphino? He may need some support from someone other than me. Oh. Very well. Thank you. The rest of us will see the relevant people know what took place in Paglth'an. Come on, then. Who the heck are you, and why are you butting in or listening in on this conversation? Just the random dude standing there. No, not you. Okay, yeah, I just need to teletort to the alchemy skill. Got it. You know what? Just anywhere that'll get me to a crystal. And alchemals. Fordola? Instead of standing there gawping, why don't you tell your friend to stop whining like an underfed dog? People are fighting for their lives in there. She's worried in her own way. Please, tell me something. Anything! Another one come to see the lad in silver armor. Master Demiliot is attending to him as we speak. If you would be so kind as to wait. What did Master Demiliot say? Tell me his exact words. Let the Turungians do their work. But... You're right. Forgive me. When we said our farewells to Arenvald, I was afraid that something like this might happen. But now that it has, all we can do is wait.
Fordola, have you been waiting here all this time?
Oh.
We have done what we can. The rest is up to him.
May we see him?
I do not think that wise. You must let him sleep.
Thank you for bringing him back. He owes you his life. I just wish I had been there. Perhaps, I don't know. Perhaps I could have...
Oh!
Could have what?
Got tempered? Don't flatter yourself. You can't save everyone. No one can. Not even the warrior of bloody light. People die all the time, for no good reason. And those who take up the sword die quicker than most. If you're going to shed a tear every time a soldier falls on the battlefield, you'd best stay away. It's no place for the weak of heart.
It may be that victory cannot be won without cost. But all life is precious, and I refuse to shrug at its loss.
All life is precious! Oh, you need to grow up, little man. Before your sparkling ideals get everyone killed.
You're right. He is idealistic. But the world has more than its fair share of realists, like you and me. It's people like him who dare to dream that things could be better, and make it happen against all the odds. They are the ones whose names live on forever. The heroes.
The battlefield's littered with would-be heroes. At this rate, you'll lot'll be next. And what'll become of your precious dreams then? They'll be gone. Like dust on the wind.
Dreams worth fighting for don't die so easily.
Oh! God damn it, the writing's so good. Holy shit. Oh, I like all of them. Oh, in their own way. Hi. I heard that. Hello there. That woman. She plays at scorn, but her eyes are filled with sorrow. Sorrow deep enough to drown in. It's her own way of coping. Oh, Alf, no. I know. I know. There's nothing more I can do here. Come, let us rejoin the others. Her Grace invites the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to join her in the Fragrant Chamber. Your comrades have already arrived. Will the three of you be joining them? We will. Stoic nod. More stoic nodding.
Your Grace, pray forgive us our lateness.
Think not of that. I understand a close comrade of yours was wounded in the line of duty. Arenvold. It was at the Alliance's behest that he risked all, and we are grieved to hear of his condition. Rest assured, he will receive the finest care our chirurgeons can provide. On that you have my word. Now, we would share with you the findings of the mission. Pippin, pray relate to our guests the details of Fordola's account.
Rabble, 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 rabble.
First Bahamut, now Ifrit. Or Lunar Ifrit, as Fan Daniel would doubtless have it.
'Tis now all but certain that the towers were conceived to facilitate the summoning of primals by those imprisoned within. Less certain is the means by which the Telophoroi constrain the wills of said entities to enact their designs in defiance of the pleas of their victims.
Mayhap they do not. If mere proximity to the towers is enough to make loyal servants of the Empire's mortal enemies, it stands to reason that the same is true for those held captive. They invoke their gods for the good of Garlemald, and in their disturbed state of mind, summon a primal whose form reflects their own alteration.
It all begins to make sense. Upon closer inspection, I realized that the towers bear a striking resemblance to a much larger structure which Urianger and I observed from afar during our visit to the Imperial capital. Assuming it too is capable of tempering those in its immediate vicinity, it would go some way to explain the swiftness with which the Telophoroi managed to rally so many Imperials to their cause.
While the situation in Garlemald is indeed troubling, I fear we have more immediate concerns. Ifrit was not the only primal summoned. At approximately the same time, observers at several other towers bore witness to the emergence of further such entities.
The other primals. Oh, God. Once again, we have to fight the primals.
For a blessing, none appear to wield aught approaching the destructive power of Bahamut, and the Grand Companies are moving to deal with the threat even as we speak.
Okay, that's good. And it also seems at least these versions of the primals don't have the tempering effect. It's just the towers. For what good that is. You only need to tell me where they are, Your Grace.
Though we are aware that the task will not be easy, we would call upon the Scions only as a last resort. Pray, conserve your strength for now. After all, it was not so very long ago that you rid us of Bahamut. On which note, I am pleased to report that our talks with the Amalja have reached an agreeable conclusion. They have pledged their full support to our cause.
Wonderful.
It is
Hell
our
yeah.
hope that this historic agreement will encourage other tribes to join us at the negotiating table. And I know that I speak for all of the Allied leaders when I say that we will welcome them with open arms at such time as they do.
So now we just need to worry about
Of
the
course,
Ixal,
this was only made
the
possible by
Shahagan.
the feats of heroism performed at Paglth'an. Moreover, we shall not allow the sacrifices of those fallen in battle to have been made in vain. As hope leads to victory, shall victory lead to a new dawn for Eorzea.
Hell yeah.
May these words ever be our guide, Your Grace.
Now, if you will forgive me, I must consult with the Syndicate on the matter of our new allies' integration. Till next we meet, my friends, I bid you safe travels and blessed respite.
I'm honestly trying to think of what other primals we have to worry about. There is no reason to linger. I will take my... Yeah, I thought so. Ah, come on, Astidian! Join the group! Amidst this great push for peace with the beast tribes, we would do well to remember that old prejudices yet remain. It is a delicate political dance, and I do not envy the Sultana her task, nor any alliance leader. Alphino knows only too well that sacrifices are an unavoidable part of conflict. But knowing something does not change how one feels about it. You yourself have shared adventures with Arnvald, have you not? Then I shall say no more. With the secrets of the towers thus laid bare, our duty to prevent further abductions taketh on new import. Fail in this, and our enemies shall punish our negligence with a plague of primals. Even without the threat of tempering, to contend with the Grand Companies have quite a task on their hands. Regardless of her Grace's protestations to the contrary, it may be best to dispatch a few of our own to assist in the endeavor. Remind me to mention it to Tataru, would you? Though we have won our first battle against the Tephoroi, and made significant discoveries to boot, the war has scarcely begun. We must steel ourselves for what lies ahead. What do you have to say, Alize? Right then, unless anyone has any objections, I think it's about time we return to the Rising Stones. Alphino? Oh. And that includes you, Alphino. Arnvald is in good hands here. Of course. You would doubtless mock me for pacing about the infirmary. Let us retire then, that we might regain our strength and readiness for the coming challenges. If all are in agreement then, I shall let Cryon know to expect us. A hot bath and a hearty meal shouldn't be beyond arranging with the time available. Okay, good. I was gonna say, if we get no answer from the Rising Stones, it's gonna be like, God damn it. Our not-so-secret base hasn't been a secret for the longest time. I wouldn't be surprised if they just decided to attack it. It would be good to be home. I have some thinking to do. Oh. Yes, I'll try asking him. And thank you. I shall look forward to it. Our comrades eagerly await our return, and Kryl in particular has a few matters she is keen to discuss, one of which concerns you, Estinian. Believe it or not, you will join us, won't you? Everyone just turns towards him. Fine. He is so reluctant. Really? I thought you said you were avoiding that Baldician woman. If I refused, she would only pursue me. Let's get this over with, shall we? Return to the Rising Stones. Oh, okay. Okay. Eh.
Welcome back. I expect you must all be exhausted. Ere you take your rest, however, I would beg a moment of your time. Thanks to Arenvold's selfless efforts, we may now be confident that we understand the function of the towers. But many questions remain regarding the reason for the summonings, and what lurks behind the looming edifice in Garlemald. Until such questions are answered, we will struggle to devise an effective strategy for thwarting the Telophoroi's stated aim. Nothing less than the destruction of this star. And so, given the gravity of the situation, I move that we petition the aid of Sharlayan.
Oh. Haven't they
Tis
secluded
possible
themselves?
the ancient knowledge preserved within our archives may hide a clue to our enemy's methods. But given Sharlayan's established policy of non-intervention, our former colleagues are not like to aid us in its discovery.
Yeah, I never got that.
Oh, I well
Again,
remember what
non-intervention between like the war
Forum's
between
barefaced
Garlemald and
refusal to
the rest
assist
of the
you in
world
the
is
days
one
prior to
thing,
the calamity
but this feels
must
different.
rank as Sharlayan's most shameful act since the Exodus. But were the final days to be reenacted, it would spell doom for us all. Surely even they cannot turn a blind eye to that. I trust we are all of the same mind on this matter. Urgent as it seemed, I took the liberty of petitioning the Alliance for leave to act as Eorzea's emissary, and have since received their blessing.
Thank you, Cryo.
I presume your role as a student of Baldesion will carry some weight with the Forum?
Hope so.
One can but hope. If truth be told, our organization has been a shadow of its former self ever since the disappearance of the Isle of Val.
Whatever happened with that?
does
That
still
happened in
retain
the
some
very
degree of
frickin'
prestige.
beginning of the game, too,
Only
didn't
pray
it?
will be enough. If there are no objections, I shall depart for Sharlayan at once. But before I do, I should also mention the other matter to which I would devote some time during my stay. After hearing what transpired in the first, I began to question the true nature of Hydaelyn's blessing. A topic I have discussed at some length with Y'shtola.
We were wondering, when was the last time Hydaelyn spoke to you directly?
I want to say near the end of the Dragon Song War. I don't... That day in the Crystarium, I don't even remember that. But I feel like I do remember her near the end of the Dragon Song War.
When you regained her blessing, was it not?
Yeah.
But never since. Not in all your time in the first, when you faced the Unsundered, the very heart of Zodiark.
History shows us that Hydaelyn is able to awaken the echo in her chosen, convey her will directly, and grant the blessing of light. To our knowledge, however, she has not sought to intervene in man's affairs for some considerable time.
Might not the explanation for that lie with her choice of champion? Mayhap she is content to trust in his judgment.
Mayhap she is. But following my initial discussion with Kryl, I made inquiries of my own. And as far as I am able to tell, Hydaelyn has not made her will known to anyone.
During my time in the First, the Oracle of Light spoke to me through Reen. But that was not the will of Hydaelyn. It was Minfilia herself.
Indeed. And while she and Hydaelyn were inextricably linked, Minfilia yet acted of her own volition. A messenger, yes, but one who spoke with her own voice.
I wonder, could Heidelin's silence suggest the presence of some disruptive force, perhaps? Some obstacle to communication? While I share Urianger's high opinion of your conduct, I see no reason why she would deny you her guidance altogether. Then again, who am I to say? The fact is, we simply don't know. But if the explanation is to be found anywhere, I can think of worse places to look than the archives of Sharlayan, and their research on the ethereal sea in particular.
I always thought it was that she had weakened Heidelin. That she was weakening. But I don't know.
Resolved though I am to go, believe me when I say that I take no pleasure in the thought of leaving you a member short. Now, of all times. Estinian, we stand on the eve of a struggle that will decide the fate of this star. One in which we Scions may play a telling part, yet we are but few in number. And so I must ask you again, will you join us?
I don't think he'll join, but he doesn't need to join to help us.
The way you want it to be. I see the world the way it is. You are idealistic to a fault. But I know you would never turn your back on those in need. Never close your eyes to their suffering. And somehow, your deeds lend truth to your words, giving the lie to my doubts in so doing. I have seen others draw strength from your belief. In Ishgard, in Alamigo, you inspired them to stand up and fight. To win, no less. And even when you lost those you held dear, you carried their spirit with you and made their memory your guiding light. The burden of so many hopes and dreams would be too heavy for most to bear. But you bear it willingly, as you have shown me. Some dreams are too important to let go. If you have need of my strength, it's yours. After all you've done, how could I refuse?
Ah! Never mind that. Another Scion. Hell yeah.
Thank you, Estinian. Whatever challenges await us, I shall not falter. You have my word.
Yay!
And now, I may bid you farewell.
Ah, no,
Safe in the
Gryle!
knowledge that all is as it should be. In this little corner of the world, at least.
No, Kryle. I'm gonna miss you too. Even though there's been very little Kryle.
You will be sorely missed. Tread warily in Sharlayan, and do try not to let the Forum embroil you in their politics.
I feel bad. I like
Forlorn
Kryle,
hope,
but
I
there's
know,
not been
given the
much of
individuals
Kryle.
involved.
I shall do my very best. Farewell.
Farewell. Cool though, okay. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace, okay, so it's not just swords. Okay, so I was worried he was going after Hien because I thought Hien had like a really good sword too. But I also see lances.
Well, does this one meet with your approval?
no.
Apparently not. Or could it be that you're still upset about the dragons?
I think there's axes in there too.
You are unwise to remind me of so costly a failure. It will not affect our plans, I trust.
Oh, hardly at all. Though, admittedly, the chances of us being able to procure any more Mericidian dragons are rather slimmer following Tiamat's reappearance. Oh, but the seeds have been sown, my lord. We have only to wait for them to quicken. Speaking of preparations, is it safe to assume that you will be ready to control you-know-what?
The hour draws nigh. This nation, forged for Ascian ends, will finally prove its worth.
Oh, there's even a frickin' mace over there too.
Now
Holy
no
crap!
more than an instrument of this star's destruction.
Or is it
What
a morning
pleasure it
star?
would be
I guess it's
to
more of
put
a
it to
morning
use.
star, isn't it?
Which brings me back to our earlier topic. My lord.
Oh no, that
while
is
I
not a
appreciate
morning
it
star.
was not an easy decision.
That is,
It really is past time you chose your weapon.
I don't know what that is. It's like a morning star
There
lance
is one
combo.
that I have been meaning to test.
Oh.
Well, well. Not quite what I was expecting. Though I will say, it does seem rather apt.
Oh, you're not gonna show me the weapon? What's his new weapon? He was dangerous enough with swords. Now I'm a little afraid of what his new weapon's gonna be. Well, shit. Ah! Look at our group. You doing okay? If I am to pursue this course, I must be prepared for the hardships that lie ahead. If you need of my lance, I'll be ready. If not, I'll be reserving my strength in preparation of the next battle. But since you're here, I have a question. The Scions are in close contact with the East Aldernaut Trading Company of Gugana, yes? I was wondering if they could place an order for some sun-dried squid. I don't seem to be able to find it in these parts. Sure? Did he like that before? Sure? Okay. Sudden appearance of the towers will surely not have escaped the Forum's notice. I would like to think they would be receptive to Kryle's request for cooperation in investigating the matter, but unfortunately their reputation would suggest otherwise. Charlian, huh? Strikes me as odd that rather than marching on one of the city-states, the Telepharoi have so far made only sporadic attacks. I doubt they'd go to the trouble of putting up all those towers if that was all they had in store for us. Though we know not the full extent of the Telepharoi schemes, preventing further abductions must take precedence above all else, for therein lieth the key to depriving our enemy of its most potent weapon. Ishtola. None can deny that Heidel's blessing has been a great boon to our cause, but much remains unknown with regard to her true intentions. True. Amidst all the fighting, it's easy to forget what we've achieved, isn't it? I mean, we cured Tiamat. Tiamat, for heaven's sake! You will tell me if I become insufferably smug, won't you? Because the way things are going, it feels like a definite possibility. Well, I feel like we have a right to be smug right now. Oh, plus, Riol, how you doing, bud? Been a while. I've been keeping me good eye on the towers and telling others to do the same. Of course, I don't mean just us Scions. I've got a whole network of scouts to keep me informed. Clemens? Alizé has been teaching me how to cure tempering using a proxy. A Porksy. I keep wanting to call him a proxy. I must say, the thought of being in such close proximity to one of the afflicted is rather daunting. We have seen Coltnet and the others to be our eyes and ears in the field. Whatever the Telephoroi appear next, will be among the first to know. Although Orenvald and I both served as scions, I am afraid that I have had few opportunities to speak with the lad. I do hope he is fit to return to active duty soon. When the tower rose up in Yansha, my first thought was to stay in Doma to keep my grandfather safe. But when we heard the news of Bahamut's return, he bid me return to the Rising Stone to aid my fellow scions. He sends his regards, by the way. Hoary Boulder certainly cut a fine figure as he set off on his latest mission. I was sad to see him leave, and my nights will be lone here with just the one brother to keep me company. Okay. Okay. Alright, Tataru. Well, it looks like I'm going to have a few busy moons. Not that they ever seem to be anything but. Thancred's got me dispatching troops to every corner of the realm, which is not to say I don't trust the Alliance, because I do, but when it comes to putting down primals, nobody does it better than us. True. Well, than you lot, more accurately. You won't catch me trading blows with a primal in the near future, but for every fell fiend you vanquish, there's countless meals to arrange, baths to fill, and sheets to wash, stores to replenish, and the list goes on. Which is where I come in, and gladly, mind you. It's the least I can do to support the scions who risk life and limb. Like poor Arenvald. I wish there was something we could do for him, but we'll just have to settle for saying the odd prayer and keeping a roof over our heads. Wouldn't do to have him come back to complete shambles, now would it? But that's enough of my rambling. Off you go, and get some rest. If there are any developments, I promise you'll be the first to know. Not for naught. Anything new? No. Okay. Sometimes there's something new after I get done with, like, a quest. So I just need to check. The company we keep. Oh, as I can tell, you're itching to take the fight to the Telephoroi. Oh. Ah, Shent. You're looking well. I take it you managed to squeeze in some rest? No, not at all. I took a... If you came hoping for tidings from Kryl, I'm afraid we're still waiting, but we do have some odd scraps of news to share. Scraps, she says. Lunar primals have been popping up all over the place, but the Alliance has the situation well in hand, thanks in no small part to Hoary Boulder and the others. Meanwhile, talks with the Beast Tribes are going even better than expected. Encouraged by Ulda's progress with the Amalja, Gridani has opened up negotiations with the XIV, believe it or not. All of which is obviously very encouraging, but with the Telephoroi still out there, it's not as if we can afford to lower our guard. Begging your pardon, but I come bearing an invitation from the Alliance. A council meeting is due to be held in Alamigo, and your attendance is humbly requested. We were just talking about the Alliance. May I ask what's on the agenda? I believe the intention is to share news of recent developments, discuss what measures might be taken to combat the Telephoroi. In concert with our new allies, the Beast Tribes have also been invited. It is hoped that they will join us in the fight against our common foe. So the Alliance would bring all the Beast Tribes into the fold at a single stroke. An ambitious plan, given the delicacy of the negotiations, but mayhap an expedient one, considering the threat we face. Indeed, my lady. And for their part, I am told the Beast Tribes have agreed to attend. If the Scions too are present, all of yours will be represented. arrange such a meeting must have been quite an undertaking, not only diplomatically, but practically. Pray inform the Alliance that we will be honored to participate. We shall make for Alamigo without delay. Then I will bear your answer thither with all haste. We look forward to receiving you at the Royal Palace. Wonderful. Well, now that we've accepted the invitation, who exactly is going to attend? I move that you and Estola lead our contingent. Given how long you've worked in summoning, it is only right that you be present for what promises to be a historic moment. I think we've all played our part in that little endeavor, don't you, Shent? Stoic nod. All present may rightly claim a seat, I do quite agree, but by your leave, I believe I shall remain here and lend what assistance I can to the coordination of our defensive efforts. I'm not coming either. Aymeric will be there, and I'd rather not be interrogated. You did tell him he became one of the Scions, right? Very well then. While those with a mind to hold the fort get on with holding it, I suggest the rest of us make for Alamigo. Shall we? Sounds good. Pardon me, goodness. Tataru. Don't forget to bring me something nice from Alamigo. I should take this opportunity to gain a better understanding of Sir Estinian. Being Elzen of like age, 'tis possible we have interests in common. Mayhap I shall begin by lending him a favorite treatsy or two from my collection. Oh, Estinian. Oh, buddy. Don't worry, I have no plans to return to roaming in your absence. I know you'd only chase me if I did. Real? Anything new? Okay, no, not really. I suppose I am. The fact that our cure for tempering made it possible only heightens my anticipation. What? The Amalji cannot be the only tribe who have been targeted by the Telophoroi. None of them will have taken kindly to having their people enslaved, nor their gods turned against them. Like the city-states, every beast tribe has its factions, each with their own agenda, making peace a complex proposition. But if the Alliance can come to an understanding with their leaders, it will be for them to resolve internal politics. Even with the swift intervention of the Immortal Flames, all too many lost their lives at Paglth'an. Still, closer cooperation between our peoples will be required if we are to thwart the plans of the Telophoroi. Honestly, the look on your face. You could bear witness to another historic moment by any chance. Okay, and then we go. Ha, I suppose I am, and the fact... Okay. How was I supposed to know I was supposed to go from Thancred to Graha, not Graha to Thancred? I just chose poorly, I suppose, by talking to Graha first. Came in at the middle of a conversation instead of the beginning. We have been expecting you. While some few guests have yet to arrive, the Alliance leaders are all present. Shall I show you in? Nope, yep, I guess yes. Oh yeah, I forgot about them. Or, you know who I was trying to circle. Yeah. It's been a while. Oh, yeah. Not gonna lie, I forgot about a few of the beast tribes.
You honor us with your presence. As there is much to discuss, let us begin.
Information on our taken brethren you have, yes? Hear it we would! Ah! Beyond forgiveness these featherless ones are! With rivers of blood shall they pay! Freed our people must be!
We too would see your kin liberated, but ere we attempt their rescue, we must first find a means to negate the risk of tempering. Without that, we will be unable even to approach the towers, let alone contend with their defenders.
If all else fails, I've always found cannonballs quite effective.
And what of the prisoners? Would you see them slaughtered?
Think for a moment. Ponder, consider, think. If Merlwyb truly intended to bombard the towers, she would have done so by now. Remember, we came here to find a solution together, did we not?
Yay!
Y'Stola spoke of defenders. I but offered a means to clear a path, should you require it.
Given the enemy's capabilities, we will all need to play our part if we are to have any chance of success. For if any here should give less than their best, it will be to the cost of every living being on this star.
A paragon, the Empire, our very gods. How can we hope to prevail against such odds?
That our foe is formidable, none would deny. But our strengths are many and varied. In this chamber, I see masters of strategy, masters of magic, masters of the land, the air, and the sea. And together, there is nothing in creation we cannot overcome.
Ah, it's so good. Ah. Hi.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, right?
What is it, Soulwalker? Do not express your passion thus. A little city without gills, perhaps? Suffice it to say, I am proud to be counted amongst Eorzea's finest. We Sahagin will play our part.
We kobolds have not forgotten the crimes the Overdwellers committed against us in the past. But today we look to the future as allies united in purpose.
Yay!
Make mock of the Ixal the Paragon does! Turns kin into puppets! Pits brother against brother! Free them from his grasp, we shall!
As Patriarch Zadar will attest, the Scions have granted us a means to free your brethren from their thraldom. This boon we will gladly share, that your people might never be enslaved again.
We accept! We accept!
Praise me!
Yay! It's a start. It is very much just a start, but you know what?
It's taken a while, but I do believe we might be one step closer to a world without primals. Would that Minfilia were here to see it.
We still have a long way to go, and we're going to need a lot more Porksies. But we're moving in the right direction.
If I may have your attention, there is one other point I would like to raise. As we can all agree, freeing those held captive must take precedence over every other concern. But experience has taught us that none save those with the capacity to resist tempering can hope to enter the towers unscathed. And even once inside, a still greater threat may yet await them, that which we call a primal. Needless to say, if we are to succeed, engaging with such foes can only ever be considered a last resort. And so I move that we seek to prevent them from being summoned in the first place.
Yes! Both prayer and ether are needed for the ritual. Should either one be denied, the summoning would fail.
Indeed. And so we must endeavor to discover the source of the ether on which the process depends.
Oh, true.
Do so, and it may present a way to halt the summonings, or perhaps even neutralize the towers entirely.
True, I didn't think of that.
A promising proposal. While you are conducting your investigations, however, we will need to remain vigilant, lest the Telophoroi commit further abductions and summon primals ere we have the means to prevent them.
Where did they get all the ether
To stand a better chance of keeping our enemy at bay, we would do well to coordinate our defensive efforts, sending reinforcements to assist our neighbors when needed.
We Amalja would have been overwhelmed were it not for our newfound allies. But say the word, and we shall come.
I see we are all in accord. But what are we to call this proud fellowship of ours? I submit that the honor of naming it should go to the scion whose brave efforts have done so much to unite Eorzea.
Oh god.
What say you, my friend?
Oh god. Oh god, don't give me the right to name this. Don't do that. The Grand Company of Eorzea. I would call it... One moment, please.
Might I suggest the Grand Company of Eorzea? I remember a certain someone pondering it once upon a time, and it seems as fitting a name as any.
A fine choice, for there is none here who does not love Eorzea.
Fair.
In that we shall ever be united.
United in our gratitude for the realm that gave us life.
Then let it be recorded that on this day, the Grand Company of Eorzea was born.
Oh, good for you, Alphino. Alize is such a good sister, too.
How long have we dreamed of this moment? And now that it's here, Oh, forgive me. Might we speak outside?
Of course. Forgive me for observing, but Alphino seems less than jubilant. Might his thoughts still be occupied with the fate of poor Arval? It's a pity it took the threat of annihilation for everyone to cast their grievances aside, but better late than never, I suppose. True. Grand Company of Eorzea. I wonder what real the other former Crystal Braves will make of it. We have won over the leaders, now the leaders must win over their own people. No small task I grant you, but we've come a long way since first we joined them, with Minfilia to bring an end to summoning. A long, long way. Well, now that we are out of earshot of the other delegates, I hope you will forgive me if I speak my mind. Let me begin by saying that I have dreamed of this day since the moment I first set foot upon these shores, and that I was as heartened as anyone to see the peoples of Eorzea pledge their solidarity. Yet even as they uttered their declarations, all I could think about was the conflict to come, of the sacrifices that would be made, and the lives lost. Inevitabilities that I still struggle to accept. But at least now there is hope. The formation of the Grand Company of Eorzea is the first step. The first of many. Many and more. Ah! Elder Seedseer, how might we be of service? I seek Master Alphinaud's assistance in a matter involving Gridania's neighbors, the Sylphs. The Sylphs? I know that you and yours have long kept a weathered eye upon the crystal trade, the better to predict the coming of primals, and so you'll be familiar with the Sylphs of the Ashcrown Consortium. Through their dealings, they have cultivated relations not only with the city-states, but many other communities besides. Such as the Beast Tribes. Just so, it is our hope that we may make use of the Sylphs to establish lines of communication to coordinate the efforts of our new fellowship. Ooh. Yet there remain certain practical differences between a trade consortium and a grand company. If the Sylphs are to perform their task effectively, they require the counsel of one versed in the operational aspects of an armed force. An armed force founded with the self-same goal in mind, no less. The Crystal Braves, yes. Forgive me, Master Alphinaud. I know that it was a painful chapter in your life, but the experience may yet be made to serve the realm. In my hubris, I plotted a course for the Crystal Braves, which stretched far beyond the Order's initial conception. One intended to pave the way for the founding of what I intended to call the Grand Company of Eorzea. But my plans all came to naught. Built upon a frail foundation of lofty ideals, the Order was doomed from the first to collapse under the weight of more worldly interests. But I have no wish to see this new endeavor suffer the same fate. Mayhap I ask too much of you? Not at all. You may count upon my assistance, for what little it is worth. By your leave, I shall prepare a report, including a list of recommendations drawing on the lessons I learned from the failures of the Crystal Braves. You have my gratitude, Master Alphinaud, and my trust. When your report is ready, pray share it directly with the Sylphs. With your guidance and the earnest efforts of every goodly soul gathered here this day, I have no doubt but that our fellowship shall emerge from the shadows of the Terephoroi and flourish. Until next we meet, my friends. Upside down unicorn necklace? Is that what she has? I guess I can see it. Before committing anything to writing, there are a number of people whose thoughts I should like to hear. Former Braves, you understand. Might you join me in seeking them out? Think of an excuse not to, so yes? As if you have to ask, my gosh. Thank you. As someone who witnessed the Order's rise and fall, yours would be a reassuring presence. I'll join you. If you're planning to canvass the opinions of your former comrades, it will be a lot quicker if we share the task of questioning them. The mayhaps Graha can lend a hand as well. I shall accompany Thancred back to the Rising Stones. Between us, I dare say we should be able to provide an accurate enough account of the day's events. We should be glad of your company, Graha. I shall explain the details on the way. You too. Oh, Graha, you're in trouble. I take it we will soon be paying the Sylphs a visit? How fascinating it will be to speak with them in person, though I gather conversation can prove rather challenging? It will not be easy to revisit the past, but sometimes one must look back to see the way forward. So what's the plan, brother of mine? Before we discuss the task at hand, I should probably admit the report I propose is largely written. Not long after that fateful day in Ul'dah, I penned a detailed account of the organization's history, from the events that led to its inception to the fallings that brought about its demise. This I did primarily as a means of taking some semblance of responsibility. Never did I imagine that it might later be referred to by those seeking to form a similar organization. And while I made every attempt to be objective, the account was mine alone, its events viewed from my singular perspective. For it to be of use, however, it must be brought to a compass of viewpoints of all involved. Only then can it answer what seemed to me to be the crucial question, namely, why? After the Crystal Braves disbanded, did some members choose to remain with us while others did not? I see. You think the answer will tell us something about the nature of the ties that bind our new grand company together, and that this knowledge might help us to prevent it from falling apart when those bonds are inevitably tested. That is my hope, yes, but the questions I would ask are uncomfortable to some. As the former commander of the Crystal Braves, I doubt that those who abandon the cause would welcome my inquiries. Then Graha and I will just have to try. Meanwhile, the two of you can talk to the ones who kept the faith. A fine suggestion. Have care, however. Certain of my former comrades are of questionable character. So keep your wits about you, and let us reconvene in Gridania later on. Bye. If you have no objections, I've a mind to begin by speaking with Riol and Alianne. If memory serves, the two of them will be attending an intelligence briefing at Castor Morien's. Let us seek them out there. We go. Oh, I didn't expect to see you here, Shent. But if you enjoy intelligence briefings, you've come to the right place. But such briefings are seldom exciting affairs. Their importance in coordinating our efforts with our allies cannot be overstated. In that regard, Alianne and Riol have been most dependable. Well, look who it is, and what brings you two here. Wouldn't have anything to do with that big meeting, would it? In a manner of speaking, I have been assigned a task, you see, for which I require the assistance of former members of the Crystal Braves. So you want to know why we decided to stick with the Scions, eh? Ain't an easy thing to put into words, that. As Riol will attest, I spent a long time agonizing over my failure to alert you to the traitors in our midst. For my negligence, I was captured along with many others, and we were powerless to prevent the tragedies that ensued. Not a day goes by that I do not think back to those fateful events. By joining the Scions, I hope to redeem myself, and I will continue to serve the cause for as long as I am able. But that wasn't my only reason. When we were finally reunited at the Rising Stones, you refused to blame anyone but yourself for the fall of the Crystal Braves. And in spite of everything that had happened, everything you had suffered, you took us back without a moment's hesitation. We would not have blamed you had you turned us away, but when you gave us your trust instead, what else could we do but try to repay it? Nothing, that's what. As for me own tale, well, I've always felt that the Scions have something in common with me old crew. The duty of the strong is to protect the weak. That was our creed, and I still strive to live by it to this day. But as time goes on, I've learned that strength comes in many shapes and sizes. From Hoary Boulder to Mr. Stotteru, we've all of us got something to offer. And not one of us is doing it for personal gain, because we believe there's more important things than that, things worth protecting, which is what being a Scion's all about. I'm at a loss for words. Thank you, my friends. To hear this from you means more than you know. Forgive me. Shant, could you? Give us your thoughts on the Crystal Braves. Well, it's founding ideals we're something proud of, but ideals alone don't make a crew. For every swab who signed up with good intentions, there was another who was only in it for the coin, the glory, or both. Ours was quite a disparate band, and while I will never forgive Ilberd, the fact that we managed to function at all was thanks in large part to his efforts. Just a pity he was doing it all for the wrong reasons, eh? Only takes one bad apple, they say, and the Braves had a barrel full of them. Not like the Scions. They might look like a ragtag band of misfits, but deep down, we've all got that shared sense of purpose. And why? Because Stotteru sifted out all the glory. Hunters, for they made it through the door. I see. So while our ranks comprised of a diverse range of people, each with their own individual strengths, we are all united in purpose. Thank you, my friends. With your permission, I shall make a record of our discussions and refer to it when drafting my recommendations. Until we meet again. Speaking of former Crystal Braves, I've not seen Artemis of late, constantly away on missions as he is. I wonder how he fares. After the company of heroes went their separate ways, I did try working on my own for a bit. And I'll admit, it was nice being able to pick my own battles. But if you want to make a real difference, you need to find a good crew and stick with them. Lemon muffin, golden pineapple juice, chicken fettuccine, Zephyr, irresistibly soft and airy confectionery made from whipped twilight apple puree. Okay. Afano is keen to hear what Alize and Grahati have learned from the Braves who turned their backs on the cause. Well, I think we have taken up enough of our colleagues' time. And I am curious that less life-affirming testimonies await. Let us make our way to Gridania and hear what the others have learned. Bye. actually. There's something I'll check in on while I'm here because I haven't in a while. Okay, I have 7. When Alisaie sets her mind on something, there's no stopping her, and her mind was truly set on finding former braves. For a while, I even feared what she might do to them, but in the event, she was admirably civil for the most part. Oh god. On the way back here, I took the opportunity to write up my notes from our conversation with Alianne and Riol. All that remains is to add Alisaie and Graha's findings, whatever they may be. Thanks to Tataru's ever-dependable intelligence, we managed to track down a handful of former braves without any great difficulty. Some were forthright, others less so, but we heard enough to form a picture. I must warn you, Afno, some of their comments were harsh. I can well imagine, but their opinions are no less vital to my report. I seek the unvarnished truth. Thank you. I'll set about adding your findings to my own at once. In the meantime, pray go on ahead to Little Solace and seek out Eder Frixio. I will join you anon. Okay, cool. Yay, a new event. Now that I think about it, the four of us, only you and Afno, have any real experience in conversing with sylphs. Still, it can't be that hard, can it? It's been a while, so I forgot how they go. Though I had the honor of sharing a table with Elder Frixio and Alamigo, I did not have the opportunity to speak with them. I do hope my studies have granted me a sufficient grasp of his people's customs. Ah, welcome, brave one, and friends of brave one. How good it is to see walking ones again so soon after the meeting. Should this one perform the customary dance of greeting? No, be at ease. It is true that these ones once delighted in making walking ones dance, but no more. Horned one Kani Sina said that walking ones would be coming to Little Solace. Imperial ones also invaded Sylphlands and abducted many of these ones, so these ones will be glad to bear messages between fighting friendly ones. And it is heartening to hear, Elder. I will require all ones to work in unison to stop the Tolafroi. These ones will try very hard, of course, but in matters of war, these ones have little experience. Any advice walking ones can provide would be most welcome. Oh, another pretty silver-haired one, and in quite a hurry it seems. I'll say, you must come quickly. Uh-oh? Whatever is the matter, Afano? Don't tell me. You couldn't read my handwriting. What? No! A twin adder officer accosted me as I was about to set out. Charlian has sent an envoy who is due to arrive in Gridania at any moment. Envoy? Could it be that Kral had managed to sway the forum? We shall know soon enough. But there's more. The envoy has requested that the two of us attend the audience with the Elder Seatseer. Really? I can see why they might want Scions to be present, but us specifically. Wait, it isn't who I think it is? Whoa. What? I did not mean to pin that. How did I do that? Oh no. 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 Well, well, that's... How'd I do that? Oh, wait. Can I... Well... I'm sorry, Vanilla. I kind of pinned that message. It is good to know. but I just kind of accidentally clicked in my OBS. Cool. Okay. Really, I can see why they want to, but it isn't who I think it is. It is. I could scarce believe it myself. But when I inquired as to the envoy's identity, I was told that it was one... Fortunault Levieur. A relative? Levieur's your last name, right? Fortunault? Fortunault? Hopefully I'll hear it. Oh, your father? Well now, the fact that a serving member of the Forum had journeyed here would be surprise enough, but him? Quite. I gleaned from this that they are taking the matter seriously. That may be, but why him and not one of the other 98 Forum members? Unless he volunteered for it. It's been some time since you last saw your father, has it not? Could it be that he is concerned for your well-being? Perhaps, but he has always been reluctant to discuss his work with us. Indeed, and whenever we write to our parents, it is invariably our mother who replies. Nevertheless, I welcome the opportunity to meet with him after so long, even if it is secondary to his true purpose here. Elder Frixio, loath though I am to cut our visit short, we must return to Gridania. Pray accept my apologies along with my report. Never mind, there will be time to talk later. This one won't keep walking ones for more urgent matters. Go. The audience will be held at the Lotus Stand, where the Elder Seatsier awaits it even now. Let us be on our way. I need to just keep my cursor on this side, because my OBS is over here on my left. Swift brute to this king. And now back to Gridania. Seeing if any of our friends are just out and about. Welcome, Warrior of Light. The Elder Seats here, and your friends are waiting within. Here we go. Oh, not quite yet. After all this time away, it will be good to see my father, even if it is as at an official meeting. During my time in Charlian, I heard much of Fortunault Levieur. He is a gifted speaker, known amongst other things for the uncompromising application of foreign policy. 99 may seem like rather a lot of members, but before the Forum was founded, every person of age in Charlian was given equal say in its governance. Many of the institutions that are still active today was established by people's vote. Not least the studium. As Alizé and I were constantly reminded during our time there, it is an example of what can be achieved through absolute democracy. My friends, I thank you all for coming so swiftly. Word of Master Fortunault's visit took us quite by surprise. When the Alliance granted Mr. Skrile permission to request Charlene's aid, we did not anticipate so prompt a reply, much less that it would be delivered by a member of the Forum. What the nature of that reply may be, we shall soon discover. Now here we go. Okay, not the music I was expecting, but you know what? I'll take it. It's okay, Vanilla. I knew what you meant. Oh, that's their father.
Elder Seedseer, I thank you for granting me this audience. I am Fortuno Levea, here in my capacity as representative of the Forum.
It is I who should thank you, Master Fortuno, for journeying so far and so swiftly. Would that our first meeting could have been under happier circumstances.
It has been too long, Father. You look well.
As do you both. Ameliance will be glad to hear that you are taking care of yourselves.
How is Mother?
She misses you terribly, of course, but is otherwise a picture of health. Circumstances apart, I'm grateful that our meeting has afforded me the chance to be reunited with my children at long last. And I believe I also owe you thanks for the hospitality you showed my father, Louisois, during his sojourn in Eorzea.
All thanks we owe to him. In the days prior to the 7th Umbral Calamity, it was your father's tireless efforts which granted us a means to vanquish the Primals. Were it not for him, our strength would have been quite spent by the time the Empire arrived. That Gridania still stands is in large part his achievement. He was a great man.
He would doubtless have been moved to hear you say so. I must confess, however, that I opposed his decision to intervene.
Well, that doesn't bode well.
Unchanged.
There it is.
To chart the course of history, not to change it. I am familiar with the Sharlayan stance.
It is more than that. It is our way of life. Who we are. But I came here not to deliver a lecture, but the Forum's answer to your request. Sharlayan will under no circumstances intervene in the conflict between Eorzea and the Garlean Empire.
It's not just the Garlean Empire. You idiots!
May I ask for what reason the Forum has come to this decision? The final days spell the end not only for Eorzea, but the entire world.
The final days? Pray spare me your hyperbole. This conflict is no more than the latest in a series of petty squabbles between yourselves and Garlemald. One in which Sharlayan will take no part. If the final days were truly upon us, we would know.
Father, you must ask the Forum to reconsider. You may feel safe on your little island across the waves. But if you imagine the Telophoroi will leave you be, you are mistaken. They mean to kill us all.
Your own
themselves
islands
included.
disappeared.
Alphino is right. We have seen what the enemy is capable of, the lengths to which they'll go. This is no time to turn a blind eye. If Eorzea falls, so too will Sharlayan. So if you truly love our homeland, you will join us. Now, before it's too late.
I thought you knew better than to raise your voice to your elders. It seems I was wrong. Wrong to ever let you leave, Sharlayan. I consoled myself that your time abroad would instill in you some hint of restraint, of discipline. But
You're
I
an
see now
idiot.
that Eorzea has made fools of you both. Have you forgotten why it was that I so vehemently opposed your grandfather's departure? For all his wisdom, his only solution was to go to war. Death, devastation, ruin. Even those who claim victory are scarred for life. What prize could ever justify such sacrifice? It is the duty of the learned to avert such tragedy. By fanning the flames of war, you forsake all you once held dear.
To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence.
I see your friend shares your misguided ideals. But unlike him, you should know better. By espousing such barbaric notions, you subvert the teachings of Sharlayan and place all we have worked for in jeopardy. Alphino, Alizé, as of this moment, you shall no longer bear the name of Leveilleur.
What? Father?
How you choose to live your lives is no longer my concern. If you wish to walk the path of ruin, I will not stand in your way.
I feel like he's gonna have to be sleeping on the couch for the foreseeable future.
May have no intention of intervening in this conflict, we can still part as friends. Will you not stay and speak with us, that we might learn of Sharlayan's hopes for the morrow?
I have said what I came here to say. Any further discussion would be meaningless.
Father! Wait! Don't bother, Alizé!
How can you stand there and watch him walk away? How can you let this happen?
Oh. It was not so very long ago that we had a friend and neighbor in Sharlayan, and so I clung to the hope that she might yet lend us her strength. But when she forsook Dravania, it would seem she forsook us all. In order to avoid conflict with Garlemald, the Forum went so far as to order the abandonment of an entire city-state. Their refusal to aid us now is, I am sorry to say, entirely consistent with their historic position. It is we who walk the path of ruin. Time will tell. Okay, Alizé. So that's what he came here to say? That we're all fools for having the temerity to defend ourselves against the Telophoroi? And as for the rest, like it or not, that was the Forum's decision. To watch from afar while Eorzea burns. Father was but the messenger, and as he handed down their judgment, I could think of nothing to say that could possibly sway him. I still can't. To have prolonged the discussion would have changed little, for it is not only Master Fortuno who must be persuaded, but the Forum as a whole. The decision was made ere your father crossed the sea. Nor is it like to be changed, and so we shall face the Telophoroi without their aid. Forgive me, but if they have no intention of helping us, then why would they go to the trouble of sending an envoy in the first place? Why did they not simply keep their counsel, as they are wont to do? Hello, hello. Shent, has Master Fortuno arrived yet? He just left. Then it is as I feared. My efforts were in vain. I pleaded our case to as many forum members as I could, but they flatly refused to discuss the matter. No, that's not entirely true. I should rather say that they ignored every word I said on the subject, without exception. It was almost unnerving. Could it be that they are hiding something from us? That might go some way to explain Master Fortuno's performance. When he said that they would know if the final days were truly upon us, I dismissed it as pride, but what if they genuinely believe that they know how the world will end, and simply disagree with us about the circumstances? That I don't know, but something tells me they are not as unconcerned about the Telepharoi as they claim. If the threat weren't real, why else would they be so standoffish and secretive? I would very much like to delve deeper into this, but I'm afraid I've exhausted every avenue of inquiry. Nor have I fared any better with my other mission, researching Heidelin and the Ethereal Sea. I tried enlisting the help of experts in the field, but it appears the Forum has forbidden anyone from cooperating with us. Obstructed at every turn. So it would seem, but don't lose heart just yet. With all the knowledge and the acquaintances we have between us, we can still find a way forward. To that end, I would like you all to join me here. When the time is right, of course. I'm aware that matters in Eorzea stand on a knife's edge, but with your permission, I can at least start making the necessary arrangements. Are we gonna go to Sharlayan? That'd be cool too. I want to go to Garlemald as well, but Sharlayan would also be really cool to go to. Because we've heard of, like, Sharlayan for a while now. And we even were at, like, their old, like, area, old Sharlayan. Where the goblins have taken over now, of course. But still, you know what I mean. Yeah, I always wanted to visit Sharlayan. I always wanted to visit Sharlayan. Yeah. And so you shall. But under less than happy circumstances. It may take a while to secure entry for you all, but I'll let you know when everything is in order. Look after yourselves in the meantime, won't you? Your speculations give me cause to hope. Yet if these seeds will bear fruit, I cannot say. While it is possible the Sharlayans hide some secret truth from us, there can be no certainty that its exposure will prompt in them a change of heart. And so for the present we must needs confront the plight in which we find ourselves. The Forum has refused our request for aid, and it falls to us alone to contend with the Telepharoi. Even with all of yours standing united, there is no guarantee that we will prevail. What does Sharlayan intend to do if we fail? Give me... critical hit spell speed. Woo. With their knowledge, Sharlayan could have done so much for the cause. They could have helped us to uncover the secrets of the towers and save the tempered captives within, and yet... gods! Throughout my childhood, I remember grandfather arguing with my father over Sharlayan's policy of non-intervention, and this time it was my turn to play the role. But if even my grandfather could not win him over, what chance had I? If words exist that may sway him, I know not what they are. The Forum includes representatives from all of Sharlayan's central institutions. With them hindering Krau's investigation, she will struggle to make any headway on her own. I'm about to do the last quest. Oh, shoot! Oh, whoosh! Canisina seems determined not to let the disappointment of Sharlayan's rejections distract her from the task at hand. While the Sharlayan stance is indeed disappointing, we cannot allow ourselves to be distracted from the challenge before us. There is much and more to be done. I shall begin by sharing the Forum's response with my counterparts in the Alliance. Meanwhile, I would ask the Scions... Grave tidings, Walking Ones. Grave, grave tidings. Calm yourself, my gentle friend. What has occurred? The ones who went to see feathered ones send terrible news. Destroying ones have appeared in Zelf Atoll. Destroying ones and captured ones, and even frightful godly ones. Feathered ones don't stand a chance and were sent flapping and squawking. When did this happen? Is it too late to help them? Too late, yes. Much too late. But luckily, destroying ones were only passing through and continued on west. Feathered ones who did not fight were left unharmed. West. That would be Korthus. My lady, the Ishgardians report that the Telepharoi have emerged from the eastern highlands of Korthus and are marching at speed. Though their purpose has yet been determined, the Korthus Flats would seem their most likely destination. Lord Aemeric has already dispatched his forces and requests our immediate support. Tell him he shall have it. The time has come for the Grand Company of Eorzea to prove its worth. Well, mayhap it is a mercy that we do not have time to stew upon our misfortunes. Come, my friends, let us make haste to Cottonwood. Wait, this one almost forgot. Destroying ones were said to have led by crackling roped one. This one must see that all walking ones know. Farewell. Oh god, they have a Ramu. Or Fandaniel, I guess. That's also true. I was thinking Ramu, crackling roped one. Who else? It was only a matter of time before that grinning maniac showed himself again. I shall have an airship ready to bear you to Cartno. Pray see to your preparations and report to the landing with all haste. At once, my lady, let us away. Come on. This will only take a moment, alright? Shant, it would seem Fordola here has come all the way to Gridania to find us. I've explained the situation, but she insists her business is urgent. Aye, and it'll be over soon if you shut up and come with me. Okay, Fordola? Arnvald! Oh, he's got a new wound. I don't think that was there before.
Arenvald! I can't tell you how good it is to see you.
Oh, he's in a wheelchair? Oh, buddy. Are you gonna be okay?
It arrived a lot sooner than expected, eh? The day I craned my neck up at you.
Only because you're sitting down. Unless...
Afraid so. The Chirurgeons say I may never walk again.
May? May never. It's not a certainty. Sounded like I called her fruit roll.
Come on, Alfino, it could be worse. Besides, I didn't come here to dampen the mood. Quite the opposite. All I've ever wanted was to fight for a cause I believe in. But my fighting days are over. So I want you to fight in my stead. Be the hero I can't.
I am no hero.
That's what they all say, though. No one ever calls themselves a hero. Even the ones who eat primals for breakfast. It's for others to decide. Look, Alfino. You already are a hero. To me and countless others. We see you doing your damnedest to protect us all. And you're not alone, are you? There are people who believe in you, just as you believe in them.
Carry the dreams of many will carry yours too. Be sure to give your regards to the Telafroi. Some things may have changed, but the adventure isn't over yet. Yeah.
I know what's at stake, and how many people are depending on you. But I believe in you. Believe that you'll see it through. That's why I'm entrusting my dreams to you. Like Albert and Owley once entrusted their dreams to me.
There was a time when I would have borne the weight of such expectations without a second thought. But now, I know just how heavy that burden can be. To tell the truth, I'm beginning to wonder if I chose the right path. Sacrifices will inevitably be made for the sake of the ideals I uphold. Maybe I am not the person I thought I was. The person you think I am.
I wouldn't presume to tell you. But I will say this. In spite of everything, you've come this far.
True.
The road ahead might not always be clear, but you've never been one to give up or take the easy way out. And everything you do for others. For a brighter future. I'm proud to call you my friend. Well, I've said my piece, so I'll let you go. I know you've got more important things to be doing. Just give what I've said some thought, all right?
I shall, my friend. And we will meet again soon, I promise.
Nothing left for me to do but wave and smile.
You've got a pretty narrow view of what it means to be a hero, do you know that? You think they're all forged in the fires of battle? That it's all about being brave and killing villains? Alphino and the others will carry on their fight. But theirs isn't the only one. There are other ways you can make a difference. If you stop feeling sorry for yourself and put your bloody mind to it.
There's not much chance of me living the quiet life with you around, is there?
If you're content to twiddle your thumbs thinking of what might have been, that's your lookout. Then I reckon you've got some fight left in you.
And I reckon you might be right. If there's a way I can still help my friends, I'll bloody well find it.
Oh, good for them. Oh. What time is it? Okay, this is fine. I rather doubt that Fordola obtained the Turungian's permission before bringing Armvald halfway across the realm. And solely to deliver a message, at that. They should both have known better. But what's done is done, and I will not soon forget his words. After Paglth'an, I had assumed the Telophoroi would continue to target settlements, but it's plain they consider Zephatol a mere obstacle on the road to Chartno. Well then, what then draws them to the flats? We must keep a close eye on their movements. It's true, where are they going there? You can tell me later what that was all about, but judging by the set of Alphino's jaw, it appears to have done him some good. Thinkred and the others have already left the Rising Stones, and according to the communications officer, Amalja and Cobalt forces are also bound for Cartno as we speak. They mean to keep the promise they made Nalamiko, and we must do the same, by saving as many of their tempered kin as possible. Anyway, the airship is ready to depart. We should get going. Upon joining the Battle of Cartno, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to participate in the battle and view these scenes in their entirety. Your progress through the battle will be saved at certain points. In the event that you are defeated, you will be able to try again for the most recent of these. Please note that if you enter a battle associated with other quests or log out from the game, this progress will be lost. Okay, I don't have a lot of time, so I might hold off on this until next time. Is that okay? Is that alright with y'all? I hope so. So I'll call it here then. We'll pick up the end of Shadowbringers in the beginning of Endwalker, I believe it is, next time. Oh boy. So many emotional moments. This is such a good game. I can't wait to get into this again. I want to go to Shylian. I also want to go to frickin' Garlemald, but this is fine too. We've heard so much about it. I want to go. And again, they brought up the disappearing island that, again, was brought up. I swear it was brought up in the base game. Maybe it was brought up in Heavensward? But even then, I think it was mainly brought up in A Realm Reborn. So maybe we'll get to the bottom of that too, because even that was like, they have no clue what happened to it or why it happened. Just a whole ass island disappeared with people on it. Oh, that is side content to find out about that? Okay, when I'm able to get to that, let me know, because I am curious about that. Because I like the stuff that's mentioned, like, almost offhand, like, that we can eventually get back to. Okay. I need to go, I need to get ready for work. Fun. But I should, knock on wood, be back with this next week. Same time. Same place. Oh, it's Stormblood content. Oh, interesting. Well, I might do that then at some point. I'll make it like one of the things I do while waiting on like dungeons and raids. Because I used to do the Hildebrand questline, but now I'm caught up on that. Alright. So thank you, Vanilla. Thanks for chatting with me. I appreciate it. You too, Lucian. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate you both. Oh, goodness. Ah, this is so good. Alrighty. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Well, an update on me, I guess, if y'all care. My apartment hunting... The one place I wanted to get into, I didn't. It was unfortunate. They went with someone else, but I've found another place that I'm gonna look at this coming Monday, so yay. I just want to keep y'all informed because it will influence my streaming schedule if I have to move, understandably. But so far as I know, and again, I'll try to keep y'all informed in my other streams as well, that at the very least, I should be able to stream this coming week, so yeah. Until next time, I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, rest of your evening, whichever it may be for y'all, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.